Hey everybody, welcome back to Ray J's Second Chance Ranch, and we are in January. I've got a little bit of work done that I did off camera. We got ourselves a grass field all put in and everything. We have been doing a lot of grass work. We just got done wrapping everything that we had. And this is actually silage that is ready to be sold, and we're going to go ahead and get that sold because we got to go buy some things. Primarily, we need to buy a spreader. We're also going to need to buy a planter, but I don't need to buy that until April. So yeah, we are looking at what we can plant, what we want to harvest, all that good stuff, and we also have to develop a farmyard. So I thought we would just sell this off, then purchase a spreader for fertilizer and lime, and get all that back to the farm. So we're going to go ahead and sell that for an additional $12,163, which is great. Coincidentally, I had to take loans to beyond just, I didn't get as much out of Sri Lanka as I'd wanted to, or I was hoping to, and I still stuck with part of that property, and I had to put that up as collateral because the value of that plot plus the buildings was about $150,000, and I wound up getting a loan for $200,000, and it was secured by putting up that property in Sri Lanka. So yeah, so there's a lot riding on this this loan. So what I got to do is I got to buy a fertilizer spreader. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to buy this Coon. I actually thought about, one of these, but the issue I was running into is this is the only one that does both. Well, these are the only two that hold large enough quantities to do both, I should say. And this one does 42 meters. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this one, and we're going to make it the max. We don't need we don't need anti-mud guards. Do we want to cover? Yeah, we want to cover. Design color? I don't know. Is it something we can change? Is it free? It's not free, but I do like changing it a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Nice little let's see. No, I think I like the other one better. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna change that. It's only for $100 difference. What the heck? All right, and it holds 3,200 liters, so what I think we'll have to do also is we're just going to go ahead and buy 3,000 liters of, actually no, we're going to buy lime. And we'll just buy one because I don't want to leave a partial bag up here. So let's go ahead and we will go ahead and hook all this back up. We will fill the spreader, and then once it's full, we're going to close the cover. Then we're going to get back to our farm, and we're going to build a yard. One of the things I do want to do eventually with our farm is I want to get animals, which means I have to plant a meadow, and I'm not going to do that until March, because I have a plan. Because I can't plant the grass until March anyways. So we are going to head back. And one of the things I do want to do is I want to also work on creating some fields. So what I'm going to do is while I'm driving, I'm going to go ahead and pay some of this loan back while it auto saves. And I'm going to try and pay back 10,000 this month. I think that's a good number. All right, so we just paid back $10,000, which that will be huge. Now, as you guys can see, we have this one grass field right here, and I'm just going to drop this right there, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of the bales that I've got, because I do have a lot of bales that I need to get picked up. Mostly right here, because those are this. I decided that I don't want a field this size. I want a field a little bit wider than where I am currently. Oops, I guess I didn't turn on my... why won't it pick them up? Alright. There we go. Just wasn't selected on the tool, so. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. But yeah, we're going to go down through here. We're going to pick up these bales, because we need to get them out of my way. And when it comes to my meadow, I've been trying to think of what would be kind of cool, what would be different, and I think I've come up with something. And like I said, I've come up with something I think is going to be different. I think it's going to be cool, so I will likely do that, and when the time is right, I will share that with everybody. But right now is not the right time. But I do have a lot of bales, and I'm just going to pick them all up, and I'm going to drop them all in my grass field up here, just so that they're out of the way. And I purposely made an extra large area for a yard in behind my house here. I did that intentionally. I wanted to have something very specific for a yard. So I've always thought that a yard should have, like what I learned from Zealanka is my yard just was not big enough. It's hard turning around, hard to back things in, things of that nature. So now I'd like to actually try to make things more workable. And does it feel right that I have an auto-loading trailer? Well, that just really depends on who you're asking. If you're asking me, it feels all quite right. I'm happy with it. That's all that matters. I do need to pick up a loader for this tractor, so I'll probably do that this episode. Or yeah, I'll probably do that this episode too, because it needs to get done. But yeah, I want to get probably maybe four more fields on this plot. I think that's a good number to shoot for. I haven't really completely committed to that, but I've been thinking that would be a nice number. We'll have to just kind of work with what we have and see where we are from there, but I really think 4 more fields on this plot of land would be a good number. I think we could really do quite a bit of good with that large of a area. Maybe even 5 fields. Like I said, I haven't completely figured out what I want to do, because I was thinking I might want 2 grass plots, one for silage and then 1 additional to give the animals food, because a meadow is just not going to be enough. But yeah, that's all part of the dream here, guys. Part of the dream. So yeah, I'm putting 18 bales per trailer load onto my grass field here, and gonna have to figure out exactly where I want stuff, because I'm going to need grain storage. I'm going to need things of that nature. Are going to have to be something I'm going to have to get. I do also want to get a planter, which is on my list. I don't know if it's a must-have. I would like to be able to plant beans. That's why I was thinking about it. Beans and sorghum. I don't want to do just oats. I would like to get something beyond just oats for this year. And I'm going to also need to purchase a harvester and header. Or headers. I don't know yet. I might have to get 2 just so that we can have some variety. But I think my next order of business will be to build a farmyard and then make a decision on the next year and a half or so, because I'm going to probably cut back on how much I am giving to my how much I'm paying my loan back. And again, I'll need another tractor. I mean, there's so much to do. I mean, I'm going to be spending probably close to $400,000 this year, and I got to show the bank that I'm good for my money. So I got to give them money back constantly so that they know, yeah, he's going to pay it back. So that's why I'm trying to give them 10 grand this month. And just giving them money back on a month-to-month basis is going to be great to getting future loans, even if I haven't paid off my current one. But Clovis has more property that he might be willing to sell, but he doesn't want to all go back to the bank if I can't pay the bill. But here we are. We have got quite a collection. There looks like there is, not quite, just like I think 82 bales. That's pretty good. So yeah, next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get as much of this out of the way that I can. I have got more equipment than I really want to leave out all winter long. This might be a long winter because I'm probably going to leave a lot of it out because I don't have the money to purchase buildings this year. We'll see how it goes in the next year though. But we have got, like I was saying, we've got to get some of this stuff moved. And like we have a field here. I got to get a little driveway out of here. Things like that. But I also want to get a yard in behind us. So it's time. I'm going to use super strength because, well, I got to get this stuff moved. All right, so we got everything moved out of the way, and now I guess we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to start getting all of this we're going to start getting this all figured out. So we got our little tiny house here, and that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. But we do need to build ourselves a farmyard. All right, so we are looking for we're going to do some softening here. I just want to get it kind of leveled off and softened. All right. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and we're going to paint in some gravel of some form. That's concrete, asphalt. Animal mud. Gravel. Alright, so now and just trying to give myself a straight line across. Well, that ought to be good. Now I got to get the same thing on this end too. Alright. Then we want to do the same thing on the back here. Like I said, I'm just trying to draw in the outline to the yard.
What was that? Good morning. What just happened?
Alright, so next thing I want to do is, I got a little too much Alright. So there we go. We've got ourselves a little bit of that, but I do want to get that kind of all kind of cleared out a little bit. Alright, next thing I want to do is I do want to put a little bit of a gravel kind of spot here, just to have a designated little parking driveway type thing. Alright, and that will be sufficient there. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look, see what we think. Got a little bit of a driveway, we have our yard. Now what we're going to add to this is, I would like to get some sort of a silo in here, and some buildings. Now, I don't know if I can afford any of that stuff right now, but I'm going to take a quick look. No. Silo has terrible capacity on that silo. I mean, I guess we could do one of these. Because I do want to get a shed in there so I can at least have some of my vehicles put away. So maybe I do put in a shed. I'm just seeing if there's anything that I would rather have. Well, I think what I need to get is I think I'm going to go with this one here for my first shed. And we'll get it over here. I think that's a good spot for it. And no, that's a terrible spot. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. So I've been trying to figure out what do I need to add to the rest of this farmyard to make it complete. I need a building, but I'm on a slant, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of terraforming on that to make it more feasible. So in the meantime, I think it'd just be for the best if I just got everything onto the gravel pad that I can, and then we can go from there. But I now have a farmyard, and I haven't figured out the exact location of where everything's going to go, but I have a pretty good idea as far as what we want to do with our where we're going to put a meadow. And I'm hoping that it turns out as well as I think it's going to. I think it's going to be really cool, actually. So I do want to get that put in place and all kind of organized. Probably in the next couple of months, I'll probably start working up the ground next month for it. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish off making that field over there. And I'm not going to worry about the bales. Like I said, I do want to put in some sort of a shed. I want to get all of my consumables out of the open elements, because that just seems like something you would do. You wouldn't leave them out in the open to spoil or get wet. I mean, the bale twine roll, I guess I can say that that's probably not a big deal, but the other items probably a little bit more concerning when it comes to like the when it comes to things like the fertilizer and things of that nature, I'm gonna probably want to get that under some cover. I just haven't figured out what cover I'm gonna get, but I definitely want to get something for it. And I think grain storage is probably going to be a higher priority. Oops, kind of threw that. See if we can't figure out this thing here. Getting this thing to flip back over is proving to be a bit of a nightmare. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to reset it to the store because I'm tired of messing with it. So let's go ahead and do just that. Alright, so we'll go and deal with that at a different time.
There you go.
And I do want to back this thing up a little bit. And from there, I don't have a whole lot of equipment that I need to bring over. But yeah. I think this will at least give us a definition of how our yard is going to look. I do need to get some sort of covered structures, but I'm just not really sure what those need to be yet, so we are going to take it slow. I just don't want to spend a bunch of our money that we don't really have on stuff we don't necessarily need. But I think we will finish off with getting ourselves a silo for grain storage, and I think that'd be a good spot to finish off for this episode. And what we're going to do is we're going to save really quick just in case I don't like the placement. No, I didn't like that. Ah, well, I'll figure it out, you guys. Until then, this is Ray J signing off, and thanks for watching Ray J's Second Chance Ranch. We'll see you guys next time.